everybody, we're the Babes of Bourbon. I am Megan.
And I am Eric.
And tonight we are very excited
to drink too. We are drinking Willett Bourbon Pot Still Reserve and Willett small batch rye whiskey, which is like a 4-year single barrel. A lot of people don't like this one at all. They're like, it's a pretty bottle and there's bad whiskey inside. And a lot of people really like this one. So we just want to do a quick video to see if the one really deserves all the hate and if the other one really deserves all the love.
And the rye, this one's our bottle. We've had it for a bit. We know we enjoy it. This one, I don't think I've ever had the Willett Pot Still before.
I don't think so. I've maybe had a very small sip of it, but I've never had like a full pour.
Yeah, because this, our friends gifted us the rest of their bottle because they weren't really interested with what's inside it.
Yes, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Ben and Lauren. Appreciate you. Should we get to trying?
Yes, let's.
And we're going to start with the pot still because if you're trying a bourbon and a rye, you should generally drink the bourbon first.
And
also proof.
Yep, this one's 94 proof, and Willett, this specific bottle is 106.8 proof.
Yeah, I think, did my brother buy one in Kentucky of the pot stills?
Yes, I think so.
I remember we almost did because I just had never had it, and then I was like, how are we going to ship that? Not ship it back, but drive it back because we had these boxes we had. And I was like, but the bottom is so fat.
It's a very pretty bottle.
It is.
Yeah. A lot of people just have it sit on their shelf.
And there's a lot of gold writing in the back too. All right. Let's take a nose.
Nose is sweet.
I think the nose is generally pleasant. I'm getting, of course, the oak caramel vanilla. It's a bourbon from Kentucky. I'm also getting maybe a little bit of like a pitted fruit, like either peach or nectarine, just slightly. And I am getting a little bit of like the burn. That like ethanol burn sometimes.
There is definitely a little ethanol burn in there. Overall, I don't think it smells terrible.
No.
I think it smells pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a fine nose.
Yeah.
Because you said it's 4 years?
I think it's about 4 years.
About 4?
Yeah.
All right. Should we give it a sip?
Absolutely.
Let me do a second sip. Make sure I get the flavor in my mouth.
So based off how much hate I've heard about this bottle, I don't know.
I don't think it deserves it.
I get a lot of honey, actually. I get like honey, oak.
Yeah. I get a little tobacco.
It's not horrible. I can say that much.
I think I agree with you. I don't think this is something that I'm like, wow, this is my favorite bourbon ever. Gotta go out and buy it tomorrow. But like, it's not bad.
No.
It's a solid bourbon for a 4-year. What I think probably why people get a little bit upset about it is because it really is such a uniquely designed bottle, and then the product inside is more on the like average side of a lower proof bourbon.
Where I would probably complain a little bit is it's a $48, like $50 bottle. I don't know if I'd want to pay that much for it consistently.
That's true.
Because like Woodford Double Oak, the same proof, it does have a little more flavor in here than Willett Pot Still does.
Absolutely.
Here, but it's not bad.
Yeah. I actually enjoy the finish. It doesn't like, I do get that little bit of ethanol that's on the nose. I'm not really getting that in the finish, which I like that I'm not getting it because I don't want that in a finish. It has a little bit of the Kentucky heat, Kentucky hug running down the throat a little bit, which I don't always love when you get that burn going with bourbon. But again, I think it's pleasant enough. I think the flavor's pretty good. I think the finish is pretty good. Nothing that makes me think, wow, I don't like that bottle.
It's not horrible. I know I've said that about 5 times already.
I love how we're selling this. We're like,
Or-
not horrible. It's fine.
Should we rank it quick?
Yeah.
Nose out of 3. I actually think the nose is pretty pleasant.
I'd give it a 1.5. To me,
yeah.
it's completely average.
Yeah.
And not a bad way.
Yeah, exactly. I give it 1.5 out of 3.
Yeah.
Taste. I actually enjoy the honey, but I do agree. I think it's pretty average again here. There's
The
honey,
taste out of
vanilla,
4.
oat.
Yeah.
Yep, I give it 2 out of 4.
I would also give it 2. And guess what I'm going to give the finish out of 3, guys? A 1.5.
Yes.
I'm going to say, like, it's just average. And average isn't bad. Sometimes you just want something that tastes like bourbon without being like, oh, I get this note and this flavor and this and blah, blah, blah. You just want to drink some bourbon.
I think 5 out of 10 is perfectly
Yeah. Because how much
accurate.
is it priced as well? You said 50-ish?
I think a 50-ish. Yeah.
I think that's high. I think this bottle should be much closer to 35 to 40.
Yes, absolutely.
And I bet if they didn't have to get that glass in that shape, it would be different, guys. But Willett, the distillery, it was created in 1937, in case you guys are interested. And the Willett family has been making whiskey since the 1600s out in England. If you go on their site, they actually have a really cool history that like dates back to the 1600s and kind of takes it through like each member and when they emigrated over to the United States, when they moved to Kentucky, etc. And they moved into Kentucky when it was the first year that Kentucky was a state.
Oh, that is awesome.
Fun facts.
Yeah, awesome history.
I love history, guys, in case you were wondering.
My final thoughts about this Willett pot still is if you want to buy it for the decanter, you can probably drink through the whiskey, mix it in some drinks.
Oh, yeah.
You
Probably
don't need
make
to
a good cocktail, right?
dump it out to...
No. Do people say that they need to dump it?
Yes.
I feel like that's being quite harsh.
Yes.
Okay, honestly, guys, and all the times we've done these videos, I think there's only been one bourbon or whiskey that I really didn't like, and I think we wound up dumping.
It's still in the cabinet
Is
right
it?
now.
You know what I'm talking about?
But yeah.
I don't want to bash it. So like, we aren't as picky as some people. We're happy like drinking or pulling out or just saving it or using for cocktails, things that are maybe a little bit average. But changing gears to this small batch Willett rye, the straight white whiskey. Apparently I'm Bugs Bunny.
No.
Deliciousness. Did you drink water?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
I mean, I do actually get a little bit of that rye in there. Actually a lot of it. And then I would say green apple.
Don't go stealing my descriptors there, sir. But Eric's absolutely right. Elmer might be making an appearance. That water is not for you, good sir. This is Elmer. He likes sniffing bourbon and rye like we do, which is weird because you'd think it would just burn his little nose, but he likes it. But he has never tried it, thank goodness. He has like licked the top of beer cans though.
Yes.
Back to the rye, back to the whiskey. The nose. You get a lot of rye spice, you get a lot of the grainy rye nose, and you also get like the crispness of a green apple. Which I think with their packaging, I feel like they used green on here on purpose.
One will never know.
I mean, green apple bomb. Like a bomb of green apple.
Green apple mixed with a little oak. And then you get a little bit of that rye in there too. If you like green apple, it's really good.
Yeah. It's incredibly unique. I would say I have got notes of green apple in rye before, but not one like this. I would say this is very remarkable, very unique. It probably isn't for everybody. It depends how you feel about apple in general.
And then that finish is the rye spice comes back on the finish. Maybe like some cinnamon in there. Rye and cinnamon.
Yeah. And the finish is pretty short. I think that where they really focus their attention is the green apple flavor. But like the only time that I really get the rye spices is in the finish. It's like you take a sip, your mouth immediately fills with like really strong green apple. As you swallow, you get like a hint of the cinnamony spice from the rye, and then it all calms down very quickly.
Yep. So let's rank this one.
Question for you first.
Oh,
do you have the same experience with the finish as I do?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty short. I get a little bit of that rye spice lasting a little bit longer, which I enjoy. It's good to taste the grain from time to time when you're drinking your whiskey to remember where it came from.
To remember where it came from.
Okay.
Nose out of 3?
Yes.
I'm going to give it a 1.5 again because the nose I don't think is super remarkable to me.
I am going to agree and give it that 1.5. Taste.
Out of 4. I am going to give it a 3 out of 4 because I think it is really interesting. I think it is very unique. And just unlike anything else I've had.
I agree. I really enjoyed the green apple here, and that sweetness that's coming through on that rye. It's a very sweet rye. I give it a 3 out of 4 as well.
And I would say I really enjoy drinking this rye specifically in the fall because it gives you all those fall feelings and like the taste. Like, you know, you want like warm apple cider and stuff, but maybe not all the sugar and calories of it.
Yes.
Just drink straight bourbon, guys. Well, actually, that's rye, but you know what I mean. Whiskey.
And finish.
Out of 3, I am going to give the finish a 1.5 again because I think it's too short for my preferences, but I do like what it brings.
Yeah, I am in agreement. I give it a 1.5 out of 3 as well. I really do enjoy that like cinnamon rye spice coming back, and for me it lasts a little bit longer, but it's nothing too unique. It's just nice. It's a nice finish.
Pleasant.
Yeah. So my total score is 6, and your total score is 6.
Oh, fancy that.
This bottle is, I think, normally like $65 to $70 from where I see it. I don't see it in Wisconsin that often. I think that price is worth it.
Yeah.
I know this bottle ends up for like $100 on some groups.
Honestly, I wouldn't pay more than $80 for it. Like if you really wanted it and you wanted to try it, I think $80 would still be reasonable. I wouldn't go above.
Yeah. You can't find it really normally.
Unless you're
pretty
going to
hard,
Kentucky.
But yeah, I wouldn't pay more than $80 for it either.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't pay more than $70. But
well,
that's
like
just me.
the thing is, like Kentucky from us is only like 6 hours, 6.5 hours. So like even driving through Indiana, 2.5 hours away. If we really wanted to go bottle hunting, getting out of state, we could find, I think. It. And when we were in Kentucky, we saw this in a few liquor stores, right?
Yeah, we saw it pretty much all over. Yep.
Yeah, so if you really wanted to, if someone's passing through Kentucky maybe for you, they can pick up a bottle. I do think it's well worth the buy.
Yes, at retail, it's worth the buy for sure.
Yeah. And I just want to put it out there too, like maybe you're like, you're saying it's worth the buy, but Megan, you only rated it a 6 out of 10. I will say that super fruity flavors that are really bold aren't my specific preference. For me, it's more like I really enjoy it once in a while. So that's why it's not like an 8 out of 10 for me, but I think it's a very well-made product, very tasty, really unique, and pretty cool to try.
And yeah, I agree. 6 out of 10 for us also.
Agrees.
If you haven't watched our videos a lot, is a pretty good score. That means it's a good whiskey.
It does. Any 5 means like you're good. Like it's a good bottle. You're fine if you buy it. Anything above 5 is like, yeah, we recommend.
Yes, absolutely. So
Pot still. Okay. Should
Not
we say
terrible.
it one more time? Pot still bourbon.
Not terrible.
You shouldn't be afraid of it. If
Yeah.
you want the bottle, drink what's in it. Make a couple cocktails out of it.
And this one, doesn't deserve as much love that it gets in my opinion, but it's still a pretty good pour.
I think people like rate this one way down here and this one way up here, and it's more like here.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But
right.
both worth a try. I'd be interested. I haven't. These are the only two things that I've tried from Willett.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I always check with Eric. I'm like,
I think we have Rowan's Creek.
Is Rowan's Creek? I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. Is Rowan's Creek Willett?
Yes.
I did not know that.
And I would say it's in between these two, if you ever see it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, besides those 3 products, I don't feel like I've tried a ton of Willett.
No. We just haven't bought a lot of Willett.
But I'd be very intrigued. I'd be willing to try. I think it's one of those distilleries where it doesn't have as much glam and glitz as some of the other Kentucky ones at the moment. But that can change so quickly.
Except those purple top bourbons. They sell for a lot of money.
That's true. Well, I never see those.
Yeah.
So.
But what I can say about Willett is they're very unique. I don't think they really taste like any other bourbon on the market.
That's true.
I would say Four Roses is closest, where you're getting a little bit funky
a little bit
there. Lighter and funkier.
Yeah.
Both of these are very good, worth a try.
Very funky.
Well, this one's very good. This one's
okay and worth a try.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Any closing thoughts from you?
My closing thoughts are drink bourbon, drink whiskey, enjoy your life, try lots of things. Because, if you go to the liquor store and you maybe only try 1 or 2 bottles every time, branch out.
Yes,
branch out, guys. Be like us and just keep buying so much bourbon and whiskey that it's overflowing from your cabinets.
We're doing a good job, though. No,
yeah, we are. Any closing thoughts from you, Eric?
My standard: like, subscribe.
Comment, share, all of those things.
Follow us on Instagram
at the Babes of Bourbon.
And I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Have a great night, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where's your? There we go. Wait, we gotta do it again. Cheers.